All right, team. Colin, this one's for you. This is game 2 of our game against Wash U. We ended up losing this one 1-4, I think. I think a lot of those goals were kind of last second. I haven't watched through it yet, so I'm going to be watching through it. I mean, aside from last night when we played, but this is going to be completely from your perspective. So yeah, let's get into it. Unfortunate kickoff. I like that clear. Clear to safety. That's fine because you would have grabbed that full boost if you didn't. I like that you're following here. Good 50. You maybe could have just flicked to car cam real quick, or maybe don't even flick, just kind of hope for the best. You need to have information on where this 50 is going and how it's going to happen. You just have no idea. Like, there's a chance that Sean could have been on that ball, and then maybe a 50 didn't die and you would need to turn. You just needed more information on this. The better way to do this when it's rolling at you is to kind of go to the side of it and let the ball roll up next to you, and then you can hit the bottom of the ball and pop it out, or take a 50. You didn't need to flip into this, and you didn't need to hit it forward. I mean, you could have flipped into it, but in an ideal scenario, Sean would realize that you are getting there way before him, and he should swing out here, be ready for a pass, and then you should hit it more sideways. This is why I think we struggled a lot in these games. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, whew. But this is why we struggled a lot in these games, staying in defense. We kept hitting the ball too far forward, and we didn't maintain possession enough. You end up hitting this ball like forward. If you hit this laterally into the open space, you take this up the wall, or Sean could have. But that would have been the better play for sure. You did at least make it awkward for him. I like that you're swinging out back post, getting bombs. Nice. Missed all those pads. Oh, you didn't need to use that little bit of boost you had there. It did give you the save. We don't need to use that boost to just slam on your brakes. You have none right now, where you could have probably had like 16 or something. If you learn to wall dash, you can wall dash once or twice here, and then you get this a little bit easier. Wall dashing is not that hard, trust me. But I like that you're just drive challenging everything, no commitments. And that goal wasn't your fault, they were overcommitted there. Your drive challenge was good, you forced it. Sometimes in kickoffs it can be a little bit better. Like the wave dash part is whatever, that's fine, it's good enough. Usually what I try to do on kickoffs is hit this side of the ball and then left flip, so the nose of my car kind of drags around, and that way I push the ball with me towards this boost. Or you could just flip like straight through the center of it. But when you flip through the ball completely like a diagonal flip, and the nose of your car goes downward, then you're probably going to get smacked on that. Let's see if we can get a better moment of contact on this. Yeah, he also just beats you to that ball, which is tough. But see how he like beat you to the ball and is hitting like the exact center of the ball, and you're hitting the bottom of the ball and flipping downward. That's why this kickoff gets beaten, put way over you and in a dangerous position. It's gonna be hard though when they're speed flipping and you're not. Nice. Like that. You maybe could have swung through and still tried to get as many demos as you can. Yep, nice. I like the idea. You don't have to jump so early. All you need to do is like, you're like a blocker downfield at this point. Like, you're playing football. You don't need to jump and try to read him. If you just drive at him and make him jump. If he jumps, that means all he can do is like awkwardly catch this ball or flip into it, which is just going to pass it back to your team. So jumping is not worth. Just drive and cut off any angle he has and force him to jump over you if he wants to beat you or turn back. disappearing boost. You maybe go a little bit too far forward here. Like, you use a lot of boosts to get to this boost, and now you're going too fast. I know you're expecting the ball to like maybe swing around this way, but you also still are third. You have to cover this side. Where if you just got there a little bit later and you're here now, like this would just be a better angle than you having to go backwards at it. But I like the patience. Missed the catch, but you need to swing around back post. You missed. You're here. That play goes past you. Whatever. This is how we get out of defense. We need to still keep taking space and make our rotations. You still need to swing out here. You can maybe even go forward, demo this guy. Grab pad. Just go out wide. Maybe this ball like 50s over in this direction. If that happens, then as you're swinging here, you can turn upfield this way. That's why swinging out wide is so good. You don't want to do this awkward little turnaround that you do right here. Now it's going to make Garrett awkward. He gets bumped anyway, but you see how you lost all your momentum. You're swinging way back out here. It's just awkward. You would have been way better if you just swung out back post. You would have a way better angle to challenge that ball. You don't necessarily have to go up this ball. He has no threat. The only threat he has is to bang it off backboard. So what you can do is just go on backboard and kind of sit where he's going to hit it. And maybe like if you turned up here, you could like now jump and try to cut off any like dangerous angle he has, rather than just kind of blind jumping at it. And that wouldn't have used much of your boost at all. Unfortunate demo timing for you. I think your rotation back there was fine. Nice, I like that. Yeah, that's fine. I like that you're drive challenging a lot. That's so scary to go. You're here. You have to see that Garrett turned in, which he should not have in any world. But you have to see this and realize you can't go unless it's completely free. And so you either need to like dive at that ball instantly to beat him to this ball, or you cannot go. You just went too slow if you're gonna go. I would recommend just not going at all. You see both people are up. Good shot. Good patience and positioning. Everything there was good. Just gotta hit those with the nose of your car. Stuff though, good try. I like that you were expecting him to boom at the ball. What you want to do is try to keep this with your car. You want to 50 this in such a way that it forces it to be a roller up this way. The way you do that is you approach it just like you did from this angle, and then you side flip into the ball on this side. So that's going to push it that way, and your momentum's going to keep going this way. What you do is you come around the ball, and you try to take a head-on 50. That's not what you want. What you want is this ball to go sideways. The way you're taking this 50 is it's going to die somewhere midfield, or maybe you're going to win it. And that is a bad outcome, because that's going to them. Anything that dies, they're going to pick up, because our whole team is getting back right now. You're the only one challenging. So your job is to force this ball sideways. Honestly, you can maybe even just drive and fake challenge. And force him to flip into that ball and throw it away to Evo. We just need to be more conscious of what we're trying to do with our 50s when we challenge. It's alright. Don't worry about the demo. Good try. This is just a scramble situation. In situations like this, bumps are your best friend. When you're getting back and you can't do anything on the ball, you saw this guy, you're watching the ball right now, you need to be just thinking about what you can do. If you just bump this guy, you don't even have to flip into him or use any boost. Just drive, just give him a little bump on the side. He's going to go flying, be way out of position. That's going to clear enough space for us to get out. Good patience there. Now you go downfield for hopefully a pass. And you cut in on this. You need to not take this forward. You're like trying to put this towards the net. Now it's not the time. You just need to beat this guy. Look where the open space is. The open space is here. You need to beat this guy to roll it up the wall. You get a solo play. But instead, you try to just put this on net when there is literally the whole net's going to be covered by Bean. He has that whole thing covered. There's zero chance you score or do anything dangerous by putting this downfield. You need to beat this guy this way. I hope you can see that from here. Because you could hit a roller to the wall. Did you double jump on this? You did the instant double jump thing. That's going to make you slower. You need to jump, let yourself get to that full height, then use your double jump if you're going to go fast. At this point, you might as well have just not double jumped. You might as well just single jumped, and then you could have flipped into this ball. You would have been at the exact same speed, basically, and you could have just flipped into this ball and maybe even shot it on that. Oh, Garrett's got to score that. Oh, and you could have scored that too. Your shot was much harder though. But you know what's really good for practicing these shots? Like practicing shots at this weird angle right here? Ones. Ones is very good for practicing these tight angles because you need to hit open nets at ones anytime you get a chance. Also, I want to talk about the little backflip thing. I don't really know why you did that. I think maybe you were going to jump and you misread the wall and you tried to bail out. I think this got awkward because I think you turned the wrong way. You turn... I think if I were you, I'd start driving this way. And then from there, you can decide if you want to swing back around. Like if this 50 bounces off the wall there, then you're still getting back and it's fine. Because G-Man's going to be trying to put this on net, and you're going to have a better angle being out here. If you turn that way, I think you score that every time. And just being out wide, being across. You always need to have someone across. Like this. Follow up. You don't need that boost. You're literally at full boost. You're a little too slow reading that play. Maybe he faked you a little bit with his challenge. Either way, the way you have to challenge this ball, especially if he would have challenged, is you need to put your car here and then side flip into the ball. You need to put your car between the ball and the net. Otherwise, if he 50s this, if this person would have just driven right here and hit the ball with you, it would 50 this way, right at the net, which is not what you want. Like, look exactly how the front of your car is angled. He's going to bounce it right off that into the net. You might be rushing this challenge a little bit. At this point, you have made your pressure. There was no reason to turn towards this ball. You can wait to see if he takes a soft touch and possesses it, then you turn forward. Otherwise, you need to keep turning up so you have a chance of hitting this ball. There's no way you could have reacted in time with your car pointing forward. You just kind of threw yourself a little bit too hard at that ball. Like, I feel like we had no patience in this game. Demo? Nice, good drive challenge demo. And Garrett should have saved that. Garrett cut you off there. I like that you're swinging out wide. We kind of gave him possession of that habit. Garrett kind of just pre-jumped for no reason. And then just flipping out to their boost. Oh, what an angle. That's fine, there's 10 seconds left. But it is just those little things, like those little touches, like, or when you need to be patient. Sometimes you're just charging in at the ball over and over and over again. When you do those drive challenges, it's good. But, yeah, hopefully you saw a few things that you picked up from this. So good stuff. We'll get him next time.